how to make simple sentences in German. We're going to need our Vokabelheft and or a dictionary and some notes, maybe a sheet of paper to write some notes down. So simple sentences in German. These are going to be things that you need to build the simple sentence. You need a subject, so noun or pronoun, either one that will do the action of the sentence. And you need a verb. We're going to work on the present tense in this video. The verb shows the action that the subject does. You're going to put it together. You have the subject, the verb, and the rest of the sentence. So this order can change in German, and we'll get to that in another lesson. So stay tuned for that. In this video, we're going to just be looking at the German examples for simple sentences. So if we start with taking an entry from a dictionary or the Vokabelheft with a verb in it, one example or some examples could be ins Kino gehen or Musik hören or kochen. So in the first two examples, we have the object or the direction that we're going, and then we have the verb at the end. So ins Kino is a place we're going to, and gehen is the verb. So these would be how it looks in a dictionary or in the Vokabelheft. For example, here, this is how it was listed. We had gehen, and then we had all these places we could go. There are other examples like hören and then Musik. Sometimes you'll see it the other way around. So you might see Musik in front of hören, or you might see ins Kino and then gehen right after it. And then you have these verbs where it's just the verb listed. So you have to know what to do with the verb. So we're here to talk about that. What are we going to do when you see a verb like that? So what we're going to do next is you're going to pick your subject of the sentence and start there. Beispiele or examples in German. So it could be ich, which means I, or du, which means you, or it could be Jasmin or Johannes, or someone else's name. So a name or a pronoun to start the sentence. These will go in the first position. Basically, they're the item that starts the sentence. So we'll call that the first position. In the example I start to give here, we have ich, that's in the first position, then the verb. So then it's going to be important that you review the typical verb endings to make sure you know these. As you work with them, it will be easier to memorize them. But we're going to start with, you have a verb. I have the example ins Kino gehen, so we'll work from that one. These go on the end of the verb after the stem. The stem is, so you take the infinitive, you drop that en on the end, and what's left is the stem. So in this example, gehen becomes geh, G-E-H, and we'll add these endings. So these are the regular verb endings. Most of the time you're going to use these endings. There's some exceptions, but right now we're focusing on the regular ones. So go by person here. So first person singular is ich. So gehe would be this one. Second person singular is du as a pronoun, you. So that will be gehst. And third person singular would be all of those pronouns er, sie, es, and wir. So you have geh, add t, geht. Wir is the plural first person, so that means we, and you'll add this to the stem, gehen. Ihr is the second person plural, and so we'll take geh, add the t to it, so you have geht. And sie, both the formal you and the plural, meaning third person. Both of these are third person, but the lowercase z means they, plural, and so z it actually works as plural or singular, but we're going to use the same ending whether it's singular or plural. So that will be gehen as well. Then you move the verb to the second position. So that's really just the second spot. It's if you think of it this way, that makes it easier when you have to add other things in the first position. So if you have the subject, then you have the verb, and the verb has to agree with the subject, so you conjugate it. And then you have a third part where you might say that you like or don't like something. So gern is like, and nicht gern is don't like. And so then you have the rest of the sentence after that. So we take ins Kino gehen, or if you see it as gehen ins Kino, either direction, we're going to move the verb after the subject. So ich gehe gern ins Kino. I like to go to the movies. And then basically just apply all these steps to any simple sentence in German. Okay, so thanks for watching. And this video is made by Delene Case White, and I've made this with a Creative Commons license, so it's CC by NC. And I thank you again for watching. Tschüss.